Welcome to NSR Talks, and today we're going to be discussing my thoughts on minimalism and living with less. Now, we live in a very materialistic society and world in general. So the idea of minimalism and living with less, most people won't really understand the concept. But for me, it's one of the most single things behind financial literacy that has changed the way I see the world, changed the way I live my life, and also has brought me more peace than I've ever imagined. Now, when it comes to minimalism, it isn't about owning nothing. It's about owning just enough to live. Like, where is the line of enough? Most people are so sad and anxious and just fed up and frustrated with life because they don't know the line where enough. What is enough? People don't know where to draw the line, and this is why minimalism can change a lot of people's lives, because for me, the less I carry, the more I feel free. Every time I travel, I make sure I have literally just one bag on me. And you don't have to be as extreme as me, but when it comes to minimalism, I'm pretty extreme. It's not that I don't own anything, but it's just that everything I own has to make sense. I'm not just carrying around random bags. I'm not carrying around random antiques, random stuff. Everything that comes out of my pocket financially that I buy, it has to add value to my life. And that's really what minimalism is. Like, literally, back in the days, back with our ancestors and stuff like that, like people that lived before us, these people did not have a lot of things, especially in ancient Japan. People literally only lived off of what they need. Like that's why in Japan you see people laying down like mats and stuff like that on the floor, and like Japanese apartments are like very minimalistic and simple. There's only one thing for everything that you need. It's like everything you need is just enough. Like, you don't need more stuff. You need more peace. When you have less stuff and you have only the essentials, like your mind just feels less cluttered. Like when I walk into my room and I just see my desk, my bed, my utensils, and things that I use for my art, and just my TV, I feel so peaceful and at harmony with my surroundings, because I know that everything in here is a blessing. Everything in here is what I need. It just gives you more. It gives me more headspace, and it just sparks creativity in me. That's how I started making this video, because I walked into my room and I was like, wow, everything I need is in here. It's minimalistic. So I just wanted to share my thoughts on minimalism. But what really matters is living with less taught me how rich life really is when it's not cluttered with distractions, because me, as being a nomad, I move around a lot. So really for me, I have no choice but to be a minimalist, but I've always kind of been minimalistic ever since like my adulthood. I realized that I only wear like one or two pair of shoes. I wear them until they wore out. When I buy pants, I buy the same color pants, duplicates. So I only have two pairs of the same shirt and the same pants, so that when I wake up, I know exactly what I'm gonna wear. Black shirt, black pants, black shoes, and I'm good. Because that also clears up more time and space in my head, because now I don't have to say, okay, what am I gonna wear? Oh, I wore those yesterday. Well, really, nobody really cares. But if you just rock an all black fit, you're done. You're good. Now you have more time to focus on things that actually matter. And also, embracing minimalism there's really nothing, like when I think about shopping or something I want to buy, there's really nothing I want to buy that I can think of. Most of the stuff that I have, all the stuff I have, I need it. And when I start to think of things I want to buy, I really can't bring myself to think of anything that I would want to just buy just to have if it doesn't add value to my life, So I noticed a skyrocket in my savings account once I started doing and embracing minimalism, because I realized like there's not really nothing that you need to buy outside of your essentials, unless you like have a hobby or something and you want to buy supplies for that, or for buying stuff to make content out of or something. But just little knickknacks and stuff, and little just anything like just to buy just because there was an ad for it, I no longer have no desire for none of that. And I realize I really barely even spend money. The only time I spend money is if I'm getting gas, if I'm treating myself out, probably for like lunch or something, but that's every blue moon. Or if something breaks, I need to replace it, or if an emergency happens, that's the only time I really spend money, and on my rent. So minimalism will really keep money in your pockets. But at the end of the day, minimalism isn't about owning nothing. It's about owning just enough. Enough to live, enough to move, and enough to create the life that you want on a simple path. This has been NSO Talks. Thank you guys for coming through.